It's 9:30 on a Friday morning in Los Angeles, and people are streaming into the morning session at Unplug Meditation.
Who comes to these classes? Anyone from a heart surgeon to the head of Fonuts, which is a small business that makes donuts. This guy, Mark, who's doing 12 Super Bowl commercials.
Susie Yalof-Schwartz is the owner of Unplug. She started the company in 2014 after her mother-in-law suggested that she should start meditating herself.
I was flying back and forth between New York and Los Angeles, and I was very stressed. And she said to me, you should try this little exercise. In 3 minutes, I shifted from stress to calm, and I thought, why is everybody not doing this?
Susie conjured up the idea for Unplug when she couldn't find a place to meditate that felt right. A studio geared towards someone like her, high energy, busy, and efficient.
I have to admit I'm a little bit of an impatient New Yorker. I wanted it to be an experience and interesting as opposed to long and boring, which sometimes it can often be.
Oftentimes when people hear mindfulness, meditation, it turns them off.
Right.
That's sort of some hippy-dippy stuff. That's not me. I've got too much stuff to do.
Right.
But you don't have to put these labels on it. What you're talking about is simply calming down.
Right. I think here's the deal. We are plugged in all the time. We have a lot of things coming at us. We're stressed. What you need to do is shift in that moment of stress. And that's meditation, or whatever you want to label it.
In Susie's previous life, she was a New York fashion editor, working for magazines like Vogue and Marie Claire, and doing TV appearances all the time. Her life was hectic.
I would wake up and I'd be out of the gate. Get it done, get it done, get it done. And do this, do this, do this, do this. And I'd come home and then I would just be like, I missed being present for the day. It's kind of like when you eat a bag of cookies and afterwards you say, where'd they go? That's kind of how I was living my life when I was a fashion editor.
But let's face it, starting a business, even if it's one that focuses on meditation, is certainly no easier and no less stressful than being a fashion editor. Susie credits meditation with helping her get through all the tough times of launching a company.
Well, my husband always says, thank God you have a meditation studio in here because you would be a disaster without it.
Natalie Bell is one of the teachers at Unplug.
As you breathe in.
She's been hired to work with teams at big corporations like Merrill Lynch, Chipotle, Deutsche Bank, and Bloomingdale's.
In business, we realize there are too many distractions, and with distractions come negative thinking. So meditation allows us to refocus. Science has shown us that meditation retrains your brain. It retrains your ability to focus, to shift out of negativity, to reduce stress in the body. And we know from that we have increased productivity.
But meditating is not easy for everyone. I tried out one of Natalie's classes.
I think that's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel calmer. I have to admit that I found your class really hard. I suspect for somebody new like me, it's good to start in small chunks.
Absolutely. So we start with a 5-minute practice. We teach maybe no more than 10 minutes with companies.
Malika Chopra is the founder of Intent.com and the author of Living with Intent. She says the benefits of meditation for entrepreneurs are abundantly clear. First, as Natalie said, it reduces stress.
For a small business owner, there's a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. Every day you're dealing with different things. When you meditate, you start to decrease the level of cortisol, adrenaline, a lot of the kind of hormones that are a result of stress.
Second, it teaches you to be proactive instead of reactive.
Usually our mind is racing one thought to the next thought to the next thought. And often we don't even take the time to think, is this the right reaction? When we meditate, we settle down our mind's thoughts.
Third, it helps increase empathy.
When you can feel more empathetic to others, more empathetic to your team, to your customers, to people in your workspace, it improves with communication. And that just helps with teamwork.
Nancy Truman has experienced all of this. She is the founder of Fonuts, a Los Angeles-based bakery. She says meditation has helped her with everything from dealing with small issues throughout the day to coming up with bigger picture strategic plans for her company.
I become very myopic when I'm not meditating, or I get really stuck on one thing. I call it going down the slippery slope or going down the rabbit hole, and everything else gets blocked out, right? I'm just right here. But when I meditate, it helps me to really open it up. I see everything, and I'm able to strategize, take all the elements in, and then proceed.
But like with so many other things that we know are good for us, like exercise and eating well, getting started and staying on track with meditation can be hard. There are a lot of options, from classes at studios like Unplug to apps like Headspace and Calm. The key is just giving it a shot.
Here's the deal. You are never going to find the time to meditate. You have to make the time to meditate. And there are a lot of very busy people like Oprah, Ariana Huffington, Deepak Chopra, the president of the American Airlines. They're all making the time to do it. And the reason why is it changes your life.